Hello, sir.
Get it up, you mate! Get it up, you! First, respects to Serge Silvani of Buonanima, as we say in Italian. God bless his soul.
Yes.
Big win for the boys today and for him. So it was a big week for the footy club, Terry. Massive week for the footy club. I think the last quarter really embodied the spirit of the monogram, didn't it? A will and a hunt and a fight for the contest. And I was quite bullish at quarter time. But I just think we needed to really perform. Look, I mean, all the analysis and all that, we can put that to a side for one moment and just. I think it was just a touching tribute in the last quarter that Jack went up for that specky, took it, and then after the siren, you saw him, tears rolling down his face, and obviously he pointed to the sky during the game when he kicked his goal, and it was just it was a nice touch. It was a nice touch to feel some fabric stitched back together at the football club, Terry.
Yeah, I think obviously it would have been great to be there. The last time we beat them, I remember the roar in the crowd. But nevertheless, it wasn't about us. It was more about the win. The win, more importantly than anything, is I think what matters. And as the fans, you want to know that your boys have the same love and obsession that you do as a fan.
Of course, and I think we saw that today, and it's not about what you've done for the last three quarters. I mean, when you're in it up to your eyeballs at 3/4 time, and I think we started to get on top, and it was look. I mean, now we can sort of go to the analysis side of things. I think sort of Teague did Rob Harvey in the second half there, so cut off the corridor well, and we moved the ball much better in that second quarter, and we were able to isolate Harry much better, and he was enormous in the last quarter, but it was just nice to do it for Serge. I had this ugly feeling this week that it wasn't going to happen, but it's just nice to have one of these big sentimental wins, given what's happening with the lockdown and all that crap. So and look, I mean, Sam Walsh. What is amazing about him is that the knock on him coming into this year, and I think when we drafted him, was that people are questioning whether or not he's a match winner. I think we can rest that case now, can't we?
It's done now.
Yeah,
Well, what's the case? What I mean, genuinely, now whether he makes the team or not, it's hard because he's a midfielder, but where does this put him in the context of the league for the All-Australian at the moment?
Oh, he's a lock-in for All-Australian, you'd think. I mean, I don't think there are many players like him in the competition. And I think what's amazing for him is that he looks faster, and he's somehow improved his kicking. If you notice that, like he's actually gone to another level. So I think it's to be expected though when he's young and he's still developing. So, and look, shout out to Matt Kennedy, who was mate. You talk about embodying the spirit of Serge and what it means to play for the monogram. Bloody hell, mate! He was. Look, I had a big knock on him at the start of the year with his VFL form, and he came into the side and he wasn't as good. And I thought, geez, mate, this is just what we're going to get from him. He's going to come up into the AFL side. He's just going to be one of those 50% players, again at VFL level and an average at AFL level. But look, he's turned a corner the last sort of month and a half, and he's been fantastic for us. So, and to do it without Cripper as well. And I was actually, I don't know about you, but I was actually more confident going into the game without Cripper. I don't know why. It just felt like there was a weight off the shoulder of, I think, the club and the boys, and it was more like, okay, well, now that he's not there, we know that we have to step up a notch, and structurally and around the football, we have to be much more switched on than what we may be when he's there. So, look, the boys stepped up in midfield, and I think there were a few moments in the last quarter where you had, Walsh kicked the goal, Jack took the mark, and Stocker's massive hit on my check late the game. That was
bravo, Reto, bull.
That's why we've got him in the side, mate. I mean, that's why we recruited him, that competitive edge. And look, I mean, I was a bloody a roller coaster of emotions throughout that game. And, I thought when DeConning turned that ball over inside defensive 50, I was like, oh my God, it's happening again. Here we go. But kudos to them. They held their nerve in the last. And what we didn't do last week was take the most of our opportunities. We did that in the last quarter. We went inside forward 50. We looked dangerous every time we went in there. And look, you know, the only thing I'll say is to finish on this is that they did it for Serge.
They did, mate. Well said. Great VF Carlton Reserves mid-season review. Looking forward to the jumper punch on this one.
Yes,
and
we're going to be recording. We're going to be recording tonight as well. So yeah, I think it'll be a big one come Tuesday. So look out.
Bravo, mate. Speak to you soon.
No worries. Have a good one. Enjoy.